Hey y'all, it's Cher and
Dawn.
And welcome back to the Chattermouth Podcast. So I'm excited just to have this time to sit back and chat. I literally say this all the time. My favorite thing about this episode, about all the episodes, is just having a moment to relax and just talk. You know what I mean?
I love
Girls' days are my favorite days. I remember when I was a little girl and you would wake me up in the morning. I know, like, it's like, you want to play hooky, and it'd be the best thing ever. We would just go shopping all day and go to lunch, and I would pretend I was in school all day to my dad. But it's just so funny because we don't like get that time anymore, and I feel like I should, because I'm not in school. We should be able to have that time anymore, but you just don't.
Well, that's because you're a mom too now, so it's hard. Yeah. You know, you're so busy and it's just like, different.
When you don't go shopping anywhere either.
Well, that's because of COVID. I've stopped going shopping.
Do you think that's why?
100%.
I think it's because you just like don't need any more outfits too. Like, do you just go and we used to literally just go and spend the whole day at the mall and just
loved it.
We loved it. It was like the best.
We were in our own world.
Yes,
then.
We would just walk around like arm in arm and just like
have our coffee.
Oh my gosh,
have our coffee and then just.
It was so
much
nice.
Fun.
I wish we can do that more. I also feel like I have trouble just sometimes just like relaxing and not doing like anything. Like when you go to the mall, it's just like there's no stress involved usually. Like,
well, unless you're really looking for an outfit that you need.
Well,
for
that's what I'm saying. That's the only time that we actually go to a mall is during a stressful occasion. We only go nowadays. Like literally, we only go to the mall when we're looking for something.
That's true.
Like we're like in a rush to look for something.
Exactly.
We'll put Belle. This is the only time we go. Literally, this is how it goes. We put Belle down for a nap. My dad watches the monitor. We run out as fast as we can. We get there. We shot. We run home and we make it back in time to when Belle wakes up. That's literally what.
So true.
It's literally how our shopping days go.
Luckily, we could read each other's minds because we grab clothes. We know what each other likes, and we don't even talk. We know, we just know. It's like the weirdest thing, and then we run into the dressing room. We quickly try everything on, and then we quickly run out.
I know, it's crazy, and you know, I feel like we should have more relaxing days. But, I guess because I have a little one right now, and soon she'll be in school, and I will have more time on my hands. But
you're not going to have that much time. The time goes so quick.
I know, but I'm saying, like, I'm married, and, when you have a partner, like, they should be able to help more. But guys just, like, don't get it, I feel like. They're like, well, why don't you just stay home and all be with us? And it's like, no, I want some, like, girl time, too. I want some me time. I feel like they just don't get it sometimes.
No, they don't get it.
It's annoying.
That's the problem, because they don't really get it.
Yeah, like you're home all day. What do you mean?
Yeah,
it's
why
like,
couldn't you accomplish?
All day? Yeah, or like you're home all day. Why can't you do the laundry? It's like I am so busy all day long. It's like, right. Like you do the laundry. Like half the day you probably were on Reddit.
But wait a minute. When they end up having to take care of the kid or something.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing gets done. And then you're so exhausted.
I know.
And then you say, did you feed lunch to them and
no,
or whatever?
I gave her a waffle. I gave her a Pop-Tart waffle. Like,
hello, while you're cooking up a three-course meal for her.
Literally. And then when I'm with her, it's like she shouldn't have to watch so much TV, which she doesn't. But then whenever I come home, what are they doing? Watching a movie. It's like, dude.
Right, exactly.
These guys.
It's very difficult.
I know. Can't live with them, can't live without them.
It's always like that. That's why they have that saying. It's a very good saying.
What?
You can't live with them, you can't live without.
Today, you and I were getting dressed, and Belle was sitting there next to us. Okay. And she was like trying to sit on the chair with us, and she was asking for a brush to like put her pretend makeup on. Right. And I remember being a little girl, and you would be doing your makeup. And I'd just be like watching you do it, and like I literally have such vivid memories of us being in the old house because you were always doing your makeup.
That's so funny.
I'm always waiting for you. No, but it's so funny. Like I remember, I always wanted to be like you. Like I remember I didn't like coffee. But now I love coffee, probably because you taught me to love it, Right. And it's so funny because Belle, which I know this is really bad, she's only 3 years old, but she loves coffee.
You gave her some?
Well, you know, they say, I didn't want to say, like, no. I tell her you could have one sip. Like, if I ever have coffee, I get, like, an iced sip, an iced coffee. Like, I can't just, like, no, you can't have it because I feel like then it'll make her want it more.
Right.
I remember one time seeing another mom before I had Belle give their child a sip of coffee, and I really hope I don't get, like, canceled for this, but, like, and I remember thinking, wow, that's terrible. I can't believe she's giving her child coffee at that age. It was just one sip, let me tell you. Now when Belle asks me for it, I'll say you can have, you know, she can have, like, one teeny sip so she can try it, because in my mind, I was always thinking she's gonna hate it. Like, it's coffee. Right. What little kid likes coffee? It's so bitter, you know? That's an acquired taste. However, she loves it.
Oh, that's so funny.
Every time I drink coffee, she says, can I have one sip? I say one sip only.
It's so funny because in like my day, I would always sleep over at my grandparents' house on the weekends. Mm-hmm. And my grandparents were very big coffee drinkers. Mm-hmm. After like lunch or dinner, my grandmother always made a pot of coffee, and my grandfather and my grandmother always had a hot coffee at the end of the meal. Yeah. So, they did let me try it. You know, I did try it, and I did like it. Yeah. They let me have a little bit of it.
Well, that's why you're a coffee addict.
Probably. That's probably why.
But you know, yeah. You know what? Something I never understood. Why do people always ask people at the end of their meal, after dessert, if you'd like some coffee? Because that's your time. You're supposed to be winding down and getting ready to go to sleep and like becoming like tired. Not like waking up.
It's so interesting. You know, my grandparents always had it at the after dinner, a cup of coffee.
So you just said, yeah.
So it is weird that people do have it at the end of the meal. Not everybody, though.
No, like whenever you go to someone's house for dinner, they always say, would you like some coffee afterwards?
Right.
It's like, why would I want coffee now? I don't know.
Right.
I just thought that was interesting.
I don't think it affects everybody. That's why. I think some people, they can sleep. I mean, I can sleep after
Me
coffee.
too. But
it doesn't affect me.
Okay, I could sleep after a coffee, but it also wakes me up. Like, I can't start my day unless I have my cup of coffee. Like, right now, gotta be drinking my coffee.
So funny. You know, talking about sleeping and all, I'll never forget the one night I think we were doing a photo shoot the next day or something, and I was at your apartment in the city, and always before I have something to do, I get wound up. I can't fall asleep.
She cannot sleep.
And I really wanted a good night's sleep. I didn't want the puffy eyes in the morning, and I really wanted to get a good night's sleep. But I was at her house, and I said, I'm not going to be able to sleep. So you gave me a glass of wine, and you said, have the wine, and you'll go to sleep. So you went to bed, and
you're
so I put a lot of wine. I put more in, and I guzzled it down.
Yeah.
Well, I was dancing on the bed. I couldn't sleep at all. It did the reverse for me.
Really?
My heart was palpitating. I was just saying, what is this? This is not putting me to sleep. This is making me wide awake. And then you said to me, I said to her the next day, well, it didn't work. And you said you were supposed to sip it. Not drink it all in one shot. I was trying so hard to drink it to go to sleep.
Oh my gosh.
And it did the reverse. Even though they always say wine puts you to sleep.
Okay, yeah. I feel like red wine makes me tired, and white wine makes, like, I stay awake with. Like, if I'm going out to dinner with my friends, if I drink red wine, I like, don't talk. I'm, like, a mute the whole meal.
Really?
I'm just, like, tired. Yeah. But if it's white wine, I can continue the conversation. So if you're ever out to dinner with me, you'll see me almost always drinking white wine. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Red wine's more healthy, though, they say.
That's what they say. Yes. I don't know if that's true.
But as Jerry would say, who's saying it?
Yeah, that's just literally every time. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Literally every time, because my mom reads a lot of Instagram and
magazines.
Yeah, well, they don't have. You used to read a lot of like Cosmopolitan, but like they don't really. I don't know. You don't do that anymore. You read like the articles that like pop up on your ads on Instagram, or Facebook, like those pop-up ads. Advertisement. And so you always will say like, oh, they say da 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 da. And Jared always says, "Who says that?"
I know.
It's like so annoying. I'm
though.
like, no, we read it somewhere. He's like, oh yeah, was it a reputable source? He's always like going to PubMed. He's like, let me look that up. He's like looking it up.
So annoying.
And I'm like,
yeah, it is so annoying. But when I'm reading, I am reading from reputable sources. I'm reading from other physicians that are saying
other reputable sources, like this influencer that I follow called Beauty Broker. There's a lot of like fake stuff out there. Like, remember how Nanny, your mom, would always say like you need to eat like have a dark chocolate or something.
Well, dark chocolate is healthy.
But every day she'd call us up and she'd be like, you have
something else is healthy.
She's like, white tea, it's good for the gut, or like blueberries, antioxidants, you won't have wrinkles. Oh
no,
wait.
that is good. No, blueberries have so many organic blueberries. Someone was just posting about this physician. Organic blueberries have the most antioxidants. You don't know how much blueberries I eat a day.
She literally has like cartons of blueberries in her fridge.
I'm telling you, but they say again, but it is very healthy, and all fruit is healthy, but blueberries are very healthy. Why not? That can't hurt you.
You know what's not so healthy, actually?
What?
You know that strawberries are not, the non-organic strawberries have the most like pesticides in them of all the fruits.
Oh.
They have a lot of pesticides, and they're it's crazy. Okay.
That's
Usually I get strawberries in New York, and they would always be like $7.99 for a pack of strawberries. It was expensive, just like the regular Driscoll strawberries, $7.99. Today I went to Publix in Florida. It was 99 cents for the same thing.
Oh,
it was
because they're in
saved
season.
$3. I was like, oh my gosh, usually it's $3.99.
Yeah,
but it was
they're
only
in
99
season.
cents. I was very impressed.
That's some big difference. Yes.
But
that's because there was some big difference. But, I think I now very much believe, I never did before, but organic fruits are much better because they did not have all those pesticides on them. Like, you really shouldn't be just having regular blueberries or regular strawberries. You should have the organic ones.
I wish I was more into cooking. I try to be.
You are into. How can you say that? You're fabulous cook, and you're always in the kitchen and making a mess of my kitchen when you come over.
It's been compared to you, but like I feel like so much food that we eat is like processed.
And
it's not
kidding?
good. Yeah,
you make so much food. How can you say that?
I make like tofu and tempeh, but that's all processed too, or like the fake cheeses. It's all processed. It's like not. Well, I wish I could.
You don't make regular cheese because you're a vegan. You're not a vegetarian,
right? But I'm saying it's all like so processed. I wish I could make more like, I don't know, big, nice like pies that have like stuff in it, like healthy. But I always feel like the time you buy, like I just can't do it. Like the time you spend but the time you buy so much, like it's. It just costs so much money. Also, I waste a lot of food. The reason is...
You waste so much food. You don't like leftovers.
No, it's not that I waste so much food. You waste. You eat the same food every single day.
No, but
no one does that.
Okay, I'll give you an example. We ordered Chinese food last night for dinner.
Yeah.
Who's going to eat that tonight? I bet you they're not going to want it.
No.
You're not going to want the leftovers.
That's not true. Chinese food will be gone because Jared loves Chinese food. Like,
okay, I want to see when
it's probably already gone.
You think so?
Yeah. He loves Chinese food. Also, when you're ordering for 3 people, it's hard to figure out how much to order.
Oh, I don't mind having leftovers, but I'll make sure to eat it the next day. You never finish your leftovers.
Leftovers just never taste as
good.
I'm
right.
No. They don't taste as good as the real thing. You will eat anything. You will eat like
tastes so good.
Like, she'll eat what's healthy.
I can't tell the difference.
Wait. This is your meal. Let's go over it. Plate of spinach, not cooked. Chia seeds on top. Hemp seeds on top. Blueberries on top. And plain tofu, like baked tofu. With like that's it. It's like so gross.
No, it's not gross.
There's no like dressing. It's the most plain thing ever.
Some dressing.
Like what kind?
Whatever, that ginger dressing.
This is literally what she'll eat. That'll be her dinner. And she'll eat really healthy. And then she'll spend the rest of the night snacking on terrible dessert food.
I love desserts.
You're literally, I'm like, you just ate so nothing. And now you're hungry and you're eating the worst food possible.
I love dessert, though. I have a sweet tooth. That's where I am. There's a downfall. Honestly, I do have a sweet tooth. always have to have some sweet.
It's like always like chocolate.
I love that,
But you like don't eat anything, and then you eat so much desserts.
I don't eat so much desserts.
You do. You pick all hours of the night.
I pick because I'm a picker. That's my nickname.
I've already talked about this in another podcast, but I'll just always have it.
What?
Always in my mind will be the time that me and Jared.
Oh,
no, I already talked about this. But it's just always in my mind is when we're standing outside a glass of window staring at you as you're eating ice cream and not coming up for air.
It was so delicious.
It was like, you just like didn't even see us literally staring at you through the window making funny faces because you were like,
I was eating because I hadn't had ice cream in so long, and it was so hard. It was hard to get it out of the container.
It was so funny.
It was so good.
It was so cute.
Because I don't like buying that. You buy that for your house. I try not to buy it so much for the house.
Because you know what? You have a sweet tooth. I have like a salty tooth. Like I love chips.
Potato chips.
Oh, I just love potato chips. Like the saltier, like the better.
Yeah, you're like Daddy.
I know, it's weird.
Daddy
no, but I also
I
was about to say what I actually really love, but this is exactly what Daddy would say. It's like I like to have something like chocolatey, like sweet, and then have it salty.
Oh my God, that's definitely, you are definitely Daddy's child.
It's literally, I love that. It's so good.
That's
like,
what Daddy loves.
To the chocolate.
Yeah.
That's literally what he loves, I know.
Right. The biggest problem with Daddy is he drinks so much soda. Nobody drinks so much soda. I mean, he drinks those big gallons.
Like 2 liters.
2 liters.
A day. Like of Coke a day. It's so bad. But remember that one time we thought he was really, we were like convinced he's addicted, and he went a whole month. He's like, I'm not addicted. Watch, I'll stop tomorrow. And he did. He stopped for did he not actually stop?
No, he stopped, but he didn't stop now.
No,
so that's not really
No, but he did it for a whole month. But you know what? I don't think I could stop coffee for a month. I don't want to stop coffee for a month. Maybe that's my addiction talking, but I don't want to stop because I also would totally get a headache. Like if I don't drink it for a day, I get a terrible headache.
What causes that headache? You know, I was wondering about that. Why do you get a headache if you don't drink it? Is that coming down from the
not having
caffeine or something?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't understand that either. But you see, it's not that maybe we're addicted to coffee, but it's that relaxation part of the whole thing. It kind of like
it relaxes
you. You're sitting there, you're sipping on the coffee. I mean, some people are tea people, though.
It's about that time in our podcast where we're going to hit pause because we have something really exciting that we want to share with you.
We wrote a book together.
That's right. It's called A Bond That Lasts Forever. And basically, it's how we got this close and how you can too. It goes over all of our life's ups and downs, our struggles and obstacles, and became as close as we are today.
We share tips and quotes and actionable steps on how you can create your own ideal relationship. We even share photos on us throughout the years so you can see us on a whole different new level.
It's so true. Anyways, we loved writing this book, but we hope that you love reading it just as much, or maybe even a little bit more. Anyways, you can pick up the book at abondthatlastforever.com. You can get it at Walmart, on Amazon, at Barnes & Nobles, or wherever you get your books. Hey, you're stealing my line. Anyways, we hope you love reading it. Now, let's get back to the podcast.
You know, people love tea. They don't drink coffee. I always associated tea with being sick. And I could never drink tea otherwise, because when I was sick, my mother would always give me tea. So I guess mentally, I always think of tea when you're sick. But tea is supposedly very good.
I do like a chai tea latte every once in a while.
Yeah, you
or
do.
a green tea latte from Starbucks as well.
Right.
Like the matcha green tea is very good.
Well, when Day and I traveled to Japan, we were really heard how healthy matcha is. And I came home and I was started drinking it for a while because they say it was so great for you. Yeah.
But not anymore.
No, I don't drink because I'm not a tea person, you know. But really, honestly, tea is, I think, healthier than coffee. You know, they come back and forth. They say sometimes coffee is good for you, and then they say other things that it's not good for you. But now I think it's on the trend that it is good for you again. So I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You know.
But you don't even have your coffee in the morning. Like, I like it in the morning. I like it with a bagel. A coffee with bagel is like my favorite thing. That's like my go-to.
I like coffee with like eggs. scrambled eggs.
Oh, but I'm vegan, so I don't have that. You like coffee with eggs? That's such
coffee.
like a diner meal.
I love that. Coffee,
It's a diner
eggs,
gal.
yeah, I do love that. I
Hot
like
coffee or cold?
I like hot coffee with that. I won't like it with
But
cold
you drink
coffee.
mostly cold coffee.
No, only in the summer when it's so hot out.
Oh.
But really what I usually do is like in the morning if I have eggs or something, I'll have hot coffee. Then later on in the day, I'll have a iced coffee.
You should really start getting decaf.
I
then.
know I
It's
need
so-
to get
yeah.
decaf. I really do need to get decaf again. But because I really just like the taste of it. It's not so much anything else. But I love our new coffee maker.
Espresso.
Oh my God.
I feel like we could do an ad for Nespresso.
We
We're
should.
so
I mean,
obsessed.
yes, I'm
like literally,
telling
like
you.
we usually would otherwise always have like our Starbucks, but now we literally bring.
I
this.
don't need Starbucks anymore, and I was the biggest Starbucks fanatic.
She
gave
gave
them
Starbucks
so
all her
much
money. Yeah. All her money went to Starbucks.
But not anymore since you bought me this. What is it called? Nespresso?
Nespresso, yeah.
Espresso. It is so good. I don't know if it's the
I think it's
coffee
it's the
that's good.
creamer.
I think it's the creamer.
Because it like foams it. It's so
It
good.
foams it, and it tastes so good. It's funny because you turned me on to creamer. I used to drink it black.
You used to drink black coffee?
I used to drink it black.
Did you know they say that most psychopaths drink black coffee?
Why is that?
That's just what they say.
I guess I'm a psychopath.
I guess, well, we already knew that. But.
But I used to drink it black, and you said, "Why don't you put a little creamer in it?"
Why did you drink it black? Now you like said a lot
I'm
of creamer.
addicted to the creamer.
You
Yeah.
go through so much.
Yeah.
Wait, you did?
Yeah, I drank from. You know that.
You don't remember
You
you
don't
ever
remember.
know.
You said, "Why are you drinking it black?" You.
But that was
looked
before
at me
your Starbucks
weird.
days then.
You looked at me weird with that.
Oh, wait, that was when you made it with your Mr. Coffee mug? Like your Mr. Coffee pot?
Yes.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I would have it black.
Did you actually like it that way?
Well, the thing, I love coffee, but the thing is that I didn't want to have regular creamer, and I thought maybe I would break out if I had creamer.
That was
'Cause
the real
creamer used to
reason.
give me pimples, honestly.
No, that's
So-
not what happened. Okay, so one time we go to the dermatologist, and I had heard that somewhere, and I asked the dermatologist, because you were drinking more like milk products, and I said, is it true to the dermatologist that milk products can break you out, give you pimples? And she said, yeah, it is true. Immediately cut off. You
I never had that again. No milk products for me.
But, well, you still have cheese and stuff.
Well, I do, but I mean, I don't drink milk.
She
and
doesn't.
I
She
don't
won't. She'll have
cow's milk.
cheese, but she's like, I can't have milk in my coffee because it's going to give you a pimple. But then she'll eat
true.
like a whole block of cheese.
Well, it's
it makes
different.
no
I don't know, it
sense.
just seems different. But
In her head, it seems
I
different.
love cheese, though. Right, I do. But, right, I wouldn't have the... Right, I wouldn't have the creamer, but you know what? I didn't realize that the dairy creamer is so good. You know, the non-dairy,
the non-dairy creamer is so
the
good.
non-dairy creamer.
There's
is
so many
good.
out there now.
I
Chobani
really
has
like them
one,
all.
The Silk, the Starbucks.
I like trying different ones.
Which is your favorite flavor?
The vanilla.
I know, yeah.
Vanilla, definitely the vanilla, and I love the almond milk. Vanilla silk creamer, but I also love the Chobani. You turned me on to that one recently.
Oh, interesting. You've been having that one too. Yeah, they came out with a new plant-based
and I like
one.
the oat milk too. Yeah.
What's your go-to Starbucks order though?
My go-to Starbucks order would be a latte, a grande latte, oat milk latte with
one pump
of
hazelnut.
hazelnut.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
One pump hazelnut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never understood why they say the Starbucks is so fattening if you're only doing one pump of the syrup. But
Well, no, because they say it's fattening because usually it's not just one pump. Usually
Right.
they put in like 4 pumps for like a tall.
yeah,
Like
right,
that's
right.
a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah.
It's too sweet for me then. Then it's no
Yeah.
longer coffee. It's like a
right.
candy
You can't
drink.
even taste the coffee
yeah.
anymore.
Which sometimes is really good that way too. Like I always like the chestnut praline when they have the holiday time. Those holiday drinks are so good.
I remember when you used to go to dance and I would pick you up and I would give you. We would go to, it wasn't called Starbucks. What was it called at the
It was
time?
Barney's.
Right. And I would get her a vanilla bean.
Yes, a vanilla bean frappuccino. And you'd surprise me with it after dance. And it would make me so happy.
You were so
Oh,
happy
I
with
still
that.
like crave that specific drink.
Yes.
It was so good.
That
I
was-
also remember it used to bring me a milkshake and Checkers French fries.
Well, that's because the doctor would say to get her, you were always very small and very
skinny.
thin, very, very skinny. So to put some weight on you, he says, give her a a thick shake, and a fries. So
how lucky was I?
So I would always bring that to you to try to help put on some weight on you. But you enjoyed it.
Oh, of course. Which is funny that I could do that
now to Belle?
I mean, yeah, right. The dog, she's also very little, so they tell me to like give her whatever she wants, basically. But people say like sugar isn't so good for kids anymore. They say not to do that. But now I just want her to eat
with sugar that people say that.
I think it can cause cancer, diabetes. Really? There's like so much. Yeah, sugar is really not good. But she also needs more calories, so it's like this hard like balance of trying to figure it out. But Belle's definitely kind of addicted to sugar. She loves, like sometimes she will not eat, and she just is not, like somehow she's just not food motivated. She's not a food motivated. Like some kids love to eat, and they'll get like hangry if they don't eat. She doesn't really get that way. She just doesn't care as much.
But Daddy started a new thing with
That's what I was just gonna say.
Oh, he put an Oreo next to her food.
My dad.
Now what he does is take one bite of food, and then you get one. It's a game, and she goes, "Mimi, let's play this game."
Food dessert. She goes, "Food dessert, dessert," and she like, and they do say not to put dessert at the end because it makes it like a reward if you could just put it on the plate. But the way she does it now, this is literally she'll do. She'll take one bite of whatever her meal is, one bite of food, and then one bite of Oreo. One bite of food, one bite of Oreo, or whatever the dessert is. And it gets her to eat all her food up. Yeah. But, like, I don't know if that's good either. It's so hard, all these rules when you have a kid.
I know.
So it's so hard.
So I'm going to jump topic.
Okay. Oh, wow.
So, you know how I'm so into makeup and everything like that? Well, I found another thing that's really great.
Oh, I love hearing these hacks.
This is why we keep her around. I try it out, afterwards to see. And to open up your eyes, you take white shadow, pure white shadow, and just put it in the center of your lid. Just some on the center of your lid.
Like right in the middle?
Yes, right in the middle. And it really opens up the lid. Also, when you're putting the darker shadow in the crease, you know how you put darker shadow in the crease? Really don't, I guess you do put it in the crease, but put it above the crease. Not just in the crease, above the crease. Not to the eyebrow, but just like above the crease, a little out, extended, and straight across, not like going down, like you're making that curve to curve it.
Oh, you're not supposed to do that?
No, just straight across, and the white in the center, in the middle, also in the corner of your eye. But in the middle, the corner of your eye closest to your nose. And it really does open up your eyes, girls. You should try it. Just try it and see.
I did compliment you today on your eyes, so that is interesting. It's so interesting because I always heard you put a little bit of eyeshadow in the corner and then you wipe it with a brush like a windshield wiper to blend it.
But they say I think more of when you're older, but to do it straight across, not just like that round look. And keep it more open.
And then, I noticed I like your shine on your cheeks, too.
Oh, you like my shine on the cheeks? Yeah, I love putting the shine. But to get that shine, I kind of put some spray. I use the...
like the NYX, right?
The NYX
setting spray?
The setting spray on the brush first. And then I put the what is it called? The shad?
The soft, it's called Soft and Glow, I think, by MAC.
Right, and I put that on my cheeks to just make it pop a little.
And the reason I know all this is because we wear all the same makeup.
We wear all the same makeup. It's so great because when I come to your house, I don't need any and you don't need anything, so that's
great. What I have an issue with, though, is contouring sometimes because it'll look great in a picture, but then I'll, like, contour my nose, for example, and it looks good in the picture, and then I go outside, I'm like, oh my gosh, I could have, like, 2 lines on the side of my nose. It's very hard to find the balance, and I probably have it now, so don't go staring at my nose right now.
I know. I have the same thing when I go places. I always say, Daddy. I always go to Daddy. Mason, my husband, he goes, is it too dark? Is my nose too dark?
You ask him?
I always ask him.
Oh my God, that's so weird. You always tell me not to point out flaws to your husband.
I just ask him. I say, I'm doing my makeup in it's not so bright, so I want to make sure everything blends right.
You say it's not so bright. Literally, she has the brightest mirror lights you will ever see in your whole life on her mirror.
You taught me them.
I know, I taught you. But how do you use that excuse to him?
Well, I just say the lighting is.
Wait, and he'll tell you sometimes to
blend
it?
Say blend it in a little more, or right over here on the right side, just blend it a little. I say, oops, I'm sorry. I don't tell him that I'm contouring the nose.
Oh, look at that. It's so funny.
Yeah.
That's
I think
nice.
Contouring the nose and the eyebrows are the two hardest things to do.
You know, a lot of people just get their eyebrows done to make it easier.
Yeah, but I'm afraid if they were done, I might not like them.
I know.
I know.
And eyelashes are hard too. Getting on those fake lashes sometimes can be so annoying.
Yeah.
Or mascara even. Doing mascara takes forever too. I have to get like each lash.
Yes, so true.
It all takes forever.
Everything takes forever, yes.
No, but it is hard sometimes, and like it looks good, and then you go outside. Like, do you ever put on makeup? Like, okay, when I was living in New York this past little bit, I wasn't wearing any makeup for a very long time. Like, really wasn't wearing much makeup because I'm outside every day with Belle and running around, and I just didn't have any pimples, which was knock on wood, which was really nice. So I'm like, I'm not gonna wear makeup. And then I started to put makeup on, and then I'd go to the park, and I felt like I looked like a clown for a little bit because all of a sudden I had all this makeup on, and I feel like everyone can tell that I have all this makeup on.
Right.
Do you ever get that feeling?
Definitely. When you don't wear makeup for a while and then you put it on, you feel like you have like a mask on your face. You really do. It feels weird. You know, I do like going around without makeup because honestly, when you wear makeup, I find I still do get a pimple.
100% do.
I take it off, there's a pimple.
Yeah, me too.
You know, no matter what brand I'm using, I try every brand out there, I still get that pimple.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I like to go without the makeup, and it just like feels good.
It feels good.
But honestly, when I do go without the makeup, I still always do my eyebrows and lipstick. I can't go out without doing my eyebrows and lipstick.
Just throw a hat on.
I always put some pink. I'm a pink girl, so I always put some pink lipstick on, and I make my eyebrows a little darker because my eyebrows are so light, and you know.
You when you do full makeup, it would be like I wish sometimes I could be one of those girls that just does my full makeup every day and I'm like ready to go. But it just takes so long, and it's just I don't know, it takes too long. I also hate taking my makeup off at night. I hate it.
You know what's so funny though? Because when you were born and during my younger years and everything, I never left the house without makeup because Nanny, my mother,
she would spend hours.
We were brought up that you don't leave the house without being made up. And we always wore makeup. We were always made up. And you could see me in all the pictures when you were little. I always had makeup. And you even would say to me, Mom, when did you find the time to do it?
I know. She always looked so cute in all her old pictures.
Right. I just always did it. But, you know, nowadays, people don't wear always so much makeup.
I mean, think they didn't then either.
You have to wear makeup when you're being photography or video to enhance yourself, but otherwise you don't wear that much makeup going out.
I know. When people see us every day, they don't recognize us because we look like two different people.
Yes, we do. Lucky for masks sometimes.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I actually like wearing the masks, like for COVID masks, because you know, I can't tell it's me.
Right.
I went into the supermarket this morning and I was like, I had no makeup on. I was like basically wearing pajamas. I'm like, shit, I didn't have a mask with me. I forgot it. And I was like, man, I wish I had the mask with me right now because I could hide under it, which is so funny, you know?
It's so true.
It is crazy. But, you know, taking off makeup, you do like a whole routine to get your makeup off. You do so much.
It's so important to make sure you really get the makeup off so you don't break out and you really cleanse the skin so you could put on your night creams, which I believe in so much. If you know me, girls, you know I believe in my creams. So I have a whole like ritual to get the makeup off. I first use like this exfoliating soaps to really scrub it off, and then I use like these wipes, and you know and then I use my good soap on my face.
Because it doesn't just come off.
No, it doesn't. You know how you know? I test it with the wipes.
Right.
And that's how you know it's not all off. So if you're just washing it one time and you think you're getting it off, you're not really getting it off. That's why you have to really scrub it. And I want to make sure I'm going to bed totally all the makeup off so my creams really seep in.
I just wish some people can go to bed with their full face makeup on and wake up the next day and have their makeup on and just like continue with their day. Sometimes I wish I could be that person.
I would want to be that, but it's kind of gross to wear the makeup to sleep and wake up with it still on. It's kind of
like it's so lucky you don't get it. They don't get pimples and they still look good. You don't have to redo it. Like it takes you a long time to get out of the house without makeup. This is why we don't wear as much makeup anymore as we used to. We still do. Like, we love to wear makeup, but sometimes like who has time for that? You know, it is really funny.
And also one more thing is that I have to have magnifying mirrors.
Oh my gosh.
I cannot put on my makeup without a magnifying mirror. Can't see it. I can't see. I feel like I'm going to have everything like half done. Like really weird looking.
Yeah, it helps so much.
I
still can't believe how your bathroom used to be, where you used to put on your makeup with like no light. There was like no lighting. Right. Now you have like really bright lights.
Brighter the better.
Yeah, the brighter the better. I know.
The brighter the better.
My friend, my girlfriend Ronnie's always like, because we pick ourselves apart sometimes in the mirror. She's like, it's because you have this big magnifying glass. It's like brightest lights ever.
I remember one time she came over when we had them, and she looked into the magnifying mirror. She, oh my God, how do you do that all the time with the bright lights?
I know. Oh
I'll never forget that she said that.
I know. She's like, this is why you see every pimple, every blackhead.
Right.
Oh man. Anyways, now that we're talking about all this, I'm gonna go take off all my makeup right now.
Yes.
Get going. But anyways, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, if you were there, for tuning into the Chattermouth podcast. This was so much fun. If you have any makeup tips that you want to share with us, please send them our way, because we love learning about different hacks and tricks. It is so fun chatting with all of you, and we'll talk to you all soon. Bye!